At this time, I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Village Board for April 11th, 2023. Please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Village Clerk, would you please call the roll?
President DeSimone?
Here.
Trustee Carmona?
Here.
Trustee Franz?
Here.
Trustee Fry?
Here.
Trustee Lomax?
Here.
Trustee Penicola?
Here.
Trustee Perez?
Here.
That's 7.
At this time, I'd like to announce the winner of our snowplow naming contest. The winner of our snowplow naming contest, which the name, should have given it to me, Benny the Plow, right? Is that what it is?
Benny the Plow.
Benny the Plow is Lillian Nicole Callahan, right there. Congratulations. And thank you very much. And we have a little plow trophy for you.
Come on up.
We made you a little plow trophy. That's for you. Come on, guys. That's for you.
It's cute. Keep full of pennies. Oh, look at the cutie. Oh, she's out. This is our first name plow.
First one.
Yep. Thank you so much, guys. You'll see that around town.
Did you see her? She smiled. That's cute.
At this time, we'll move to public comment. Does anyone wish to address the board? If so, please approach the podium and state your name.
No, we didn't have any.
This will conclude public comment. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from the March 14th, 2023 Village Board meeting?
You have a motion?
Is there a second?
Second.
Any modifications to the minutes? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Penicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
Motion carries and the minutes are approved. The next item of business is to approve the warrant in the amount of $1,284,877.26. Is
You
there
have
a
a
motion to
motion?
approve?
You have a motion?
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion on the warrant? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Penicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
Motion carries and the warrant is approved. The next item of business is to approve the warrant in the amount of $1,994,134.32. Is there a motion to approve this
You
warrant?
have a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Evan, you want to explain why we have 2 warrants?
Yeah, the last meeting in of March was canceled, so it is carried over to this month. We've notified our select vendors that we're gonna have issues with this, and we were able to work around it.
Any other discussion on the warrant? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Penicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
Motion carries and the warrant is approved. Would the Deputy Village Clerk please read the 12 ordinances and resolutions on the consent agenda that were discussed at the Committee of the Whole meeting?
Number 1, ordinance authorizing the Village of Bensonville to borrow funds from the Public Water Supply Loan Program for the Water Supply Pressure Adjusting Station Replacement Project. 2, ordinance authorizing the Village of Bensonville to borrow funds from the Public Works Water Supply Loan Program for the Belmont Avenue and Church Road Water Tower Rehabilitation Project. 3, resolution designating and directing the village manager as the authorized representative to sign PWSLP Public Water Supply Loan Program loan applications, documents, and all other documents related to the Water Supply Pressure Adjusting Station Replacement Project. 4, resolution designating and directing the village manager as the authorized representative to sign Public Water Supply Loan Program loan application, documents, and all other documents related to the Belmont Avenue and Church Road Water Tower Rehabilitation Project. 5, resolution establishing guidelines and procedures for the 2023 senior/disabled grass cutting program. 6, resolution authorizing the execution of a contract with Thomas Herrera Landscaping for the 2023 senior/disabled grass cutting program. 7, resolution authorizing the execution of a contract with Panoramic Landscaping for the 2023 senior/disabled grass cutting program. 8, resolution authorizing the execution of a contract with LAR Lawn and Ground Corp. for the 2023 senior/disabled grass cutting program. 9, resolution authorizing the execution of a contract with KSK Landscaping and Handyman Corp. for the 2023 senior/disabled grass cutting program. 10, resolution authorizing a facility usage license agreement with Humira Hockey Development, HHD Hockey. 11, resolution authorizing a facility usage license agreement with Play Hockey USA. And 12, resolution authorizing a facility usage license agreement with 200 by 85 LLC for the Chi-Town Shuffle Youth Hockey Tournament.
Is there a motion to approve the 12 ordinances and resolutions listed on the consent agenda as read by the deputy clerk?
You have a motion?
Is there a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
yes,
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
Motion carries and items on the consent agenda are approved. Under administration is a resolution authorizing a retail sales agreement with AVI Systems Incorporated for the senior center build-in the not-to-exceed amount of $164,825. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
So
You
moved.
have a motion.
Do I have a second?
second,
There being a motion and a second, do we have discussion?
We have two items on tonight's agenda from our IT contractor, AVI. AVI is the one that provides all of the villages, the microphones in this room, the IT equipment on the walls. This is for the senior center. We want to keep everyone speaking the same language. So the senior center is going to have a significant IT component to it. It's going to have a big divisible wall with breakout rooms, TVs mounted on the walls, a bring your own device feature where anyone can be able to project up on the screen with their cell phones, computers, whatever device they have. So this will be for the senior center build out. The next item will be for the move of the infrastructure downstairs, upstairs.
Any questions from the board? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
yes,
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
Motion carries and the resolution is approved. 2 is a resolution authorizing a retail sales agreement with AVI Systems Incorporated for the studio and control room relocation build-in, the not-to-exceed amount of $101,079. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
You have a motion.
Do I have a second?
second,
Being a motion and a second, do we have discussion?
So Anthony Sumner is a expert at this stuff. There are a lot of acronyms that I do not know in this, but I trust that he is correct. Like a Black Magic ATEM. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but it's what keeps the AV flowing downstairs. So that studio that we have downstairs, if you've been there, is pretty technical in nature. You've seen the control room and everything. We're trying to salvage as much of that equipment as possible and bring it upstairs. Some of it we are replacing because now's the opportunity to do that. So we typically would want to bring both these items to a committee of the whole for discussion, but supply chain is still, with electronics, is still a pain, to put it lightly. So we want to get this order in so when we do deliver the senior center and we on time as well as the studio, we can get that back up and operating.
Any questions from our board? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
yes,
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
Motion carries and the resolution is approved. 3 is a resolution of the Village of Bensonville, DuPage, and Cook County, Illinois, approving the temporary appointment of the village manager to the office of village treasurer. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
You have a motion?
Do I have a second?
You have a second.
Being a motion and a second, do we have discussion?
So if you're a municipal geek like myself, you could talk about the historic nature of the treasurer in the Illinois Code for a long time. Back in the olden days when we were just farmland, towns had a town marshal to arrest hobos and treasurer to cut checks. Some of that language still lingers around in the municipal code. So we have to appoint, the Village of Bensonville appoints a treasurer. I historically have had the finance director serve in that position, with Julie announcing her resignation. There are legal things in the Illinois Code that must be accomplished, such as the treasurer's report, which is published annually. It will occur during this period. So we are temporarily appointing me as the interim just to make sure we don't miss out on any of those state-required deadlines. I anticipate fully when we bring the finance director on, we'll give that person that title.
Any questions from the board?
No.
Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
yes,
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's six.
Motion carries, resolution is approved. 4 is a resolution authorizing the execution of a proposal with GovHR USA for the Village of Bensonville Finance Director recruitment and selection process for the not to exceed amount of $28,000. Is there a motion to approve?
You have a motion?
Do we have a second?
Second.
Of all the senior management positions within municipal government right now, finance director is the most difficult one to hire. They are in high demand. That's why one of the reasons we're losing our beloved Julie McManus to another town. So it's appropriate for us to bring in a consultant that specializes in the recruitment of municipal positions, specifically the finance director. Now is not a great time to go out looking for a finance director. There are several other towns also looking for finance directors. So we want to make sure that we're attracting the cream of the crop and going through GovHR, who is the preeminent executive recruiter for municipal government in Illinois, is the way to go. So this is a contract to bring them on to make sure we get the most qualified individual to serve one of our most important positions.
Any questions from the board? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
yes,
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's six.
Motion carries and the resolution is approved. Under Community and Economic Development, ordinance authorizing the vacation of a public alley dividing the existing parcels within the property commonly known as 1180 West Irving Park Road. Is there a motion to approve?
You have a
Do I
motion?
have a second?
Second.
Being a motion, a second. Curtis?
Yeah, so if you remember from a previous CDC and village board approval, we approved for a storage facility to go on this property. This is next to 83 and Speedway on Irving Park Road. So there's an old alley right away that kind of bisects all the developer's own parcels here that we need to vacate. There are no plans, obviously, for the village to use this right away. We need to get this one approved. You'll see later this month on CDC agenda is their plat of subdivision. So we're bringing this one forward today to vacate officially, and then they're going to come back through with a full plat of sub to subdivide the entire parcel into one.
Okay.
Any questions from the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
yes,
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's six.
Motion carries and ordinance is passed. Under Recreation, there's a resolution authorizing the execution of a change order with, oh, that passed? Yep, sorry. Let's stick there.
must be gone
Oh,
already.
sorry. Finance, discussion concerning the discount rate utilized for the police pension fund. Who's discussing that?
Julie?
Okay. Okay, staff wants to bring forward a recommendation and tell you about their intent to change the discount rate on the police pension fund as we move forward. And we wanted to discuss it with you because it's a fairly significant financial assumption that's used. The police pension plan is more than a $40 million plan. And what the discount rate does is it basically tells how much we are required to pay as a village out of our village funds after, in fact, that discount rate is applied to existing funds. So if we have 20 million in the bank and we've currently had a 7% fund, they assume the interest and then they back into how much the village owes. When you change your discount rate, what you're doing is allowing it to change how much you have to contribute in any given year, and we didn't want to do that without board discussion at some level. Usually when you lower your discount rate, you're saying you're gonna get more on the investment side, so it increases your village contribution. We're recommending that we bring our discount rate from 7% to 6.75% to be consistent with the pool that took the money over, the investment pool that took it over last year. Normally that would increase what we have to put in, but because we did our surplus plan, that kicked out money last year to the extent of $6.3 million. And this year, we're probably looking at well over $1 million going into it again. It will mitigate any increase we would get, and we should still see lower payments because of those two plans. So we're recommending at this stage of the game to go to the 6.75. I have to tell the actuary now so that it can be incorporated into audit findings here at the end.
This is a more conservative approach for the fund itself. And again, we couldn't have done this and absorbed it without the hard work that we did putting all that money extra at the pension fund. So this is going to make that fund more robust in years to come. And this is the time to do it because of the work we've made against the police pension shortfall.
There is no action on this one unless you
It's
guys
just a
require it.
discussion, correct.
Okay, got it.
So do I have the consensus of the board that this is the right direction to go to make sure that we continue to fund the police pension at the
I believe
appropriate?
so.
Okay.
I agree. You guys.
All right, Julie. Thank you.
On to recreation. Resolution authorizing the execution of a change order number 1 with Midwest Sport and Turf Systems for an increase of $110,440 for the field turf installation project for a revised contract cost of $535,440. Is there a motion to approve?
You have a motion?
Do I have a second?
Second.
Being a motion and a second, do you want to discuss this, please?
Sean?
Yeah, so when they originally removed the top layer of the turf, they found that the base E layer had buckled badly and hardened considerably. There were multiple cracks, fractures, and divots that were discovered. After further review, the base E layer is over 20 years old and has a shelf life of approximately 20 years. The company presented us with two options, demoing and disposal of the E layer and adding an inch of the topstone and fine grading, or adding a half inch of the topstone and adding a shock pad for $190,000. We went with the less expensive yet still safe to play option of $110,440. And that brings the final construction amount to $535,440, and that is $40,000 under the budgeted amount.
Great.
This is one of those things that we're making a big investment with the turf itself. We wanted to make sure that we preserve that investment and do it right. I got some questions from the board about, how do we not see this coming? It's one of those type of things where you only see it once you pull the turf back, and there's no amount of spot checking that would have prevented this. So pulled the turf off, saw the buckle, and now we're going to do it right.
Any questions from the board? Call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
Motion carries, the resolution is approved. Presidential remarks, congratulations are in order to Rosa, Nick, and Marie on their Election Day win. Congratulations. Nice work. As the construction continues here at Village Hall for our new senior and community center, for everyone's safety, we ask that you do not enter the designated tarped-off areas, and thank you again for your patience during this transition. Our next senior lunch will be May 2nd at Green Street Grill. The cost is $5. Doors open at 10 a.m. and lunch is served at 11. For more information, please call the senior hotline at 630-350-3426. The village will once again offer free mulch delivery to its residents. Mulch deliveries will begin on May 8th. A completed application and signed waiver are required. The completed paperwork must be submitted to Public Works by May 3rd, so please see the village website for applications and more information. The schedule for this year's Music in the Park series has been posted. The free Family Summer Concert Series, located right here in downtown Bensenville, will begin June 14th with the 80s classic rock band Ara. Please download the complete schedule from the village website or stop by the Village Hall for a printed copy. That will conclude presidential remarks. Village Manager's report.
I have 3 items tonight, Your Honor. The village is currently conducting a water service line survey as a result of the recently passed Illinois Lead Service Line Replacement Notification Act. As part of this law, Illinois communities such as Bensenville must conduct a water service line materials inventory and submit to the state. We are asking all village residents to help us gather information on the water service lines. Saturday appointments are now available. Please visit the village website for instructions on reporting your information or to schedule an appointment. So we did schedule, we are allowing we did some reshuffling of Public Works, and we have Public Works employees working on Saturdays so we can get these inspections done, try to accommodate resident schedules. Next item is the Republic Services has begun the 2023 brush pickup each week through November. Please place your, is it each week? Each week? Okay. Oh, it's Republic, yes. Please place your yard waste labeled can or biodegradable paper bag to the curb with your regular garbage for weekly pickup. Yard waste only stickers are available for free here at Village Hall. And then the third item, I know I've gotten some questions from the board and residents about the airport. We did some digging on this, we're always monitoring this. And if you think that there's an increased number of airplanes over Hillside Drive, you are correct. Our aviation consultant did some analysis, And we found that 67% of all airport operations are occurring on the southern airfield. You know, O'Hare always told us once we build the northern airfield, it will give us more balance. So with 2/3 of the flight on the southern airfield, we found it is now appropriate. We approached the Chicago Department of Aviation, and their CDA made it very clear they're in charge of the pavement itself. The FAA is in charge of using it. So the CDA said, we built the runways. It's the FAA that's not using them. Personally, as a good government guy, they spent billions of dollars building these new runways. They're not using them. So last week, the mayor and I sent a joint letter to the acting regional FAA administrator, Joe Minacci, asking him why they're not using that northern airfield like they should. They are using it. We know airplanes can land on it. So every one of those runways is getting usage. So why is it so heavily skewed towards the southern airfield? To me, it's a compatible land use question. The north of Bensenville is industrial. Put planes over it. The south is residential. Don't fly over it. So this is not what was contemplated. We're going to keep pushing on this. I don't expect we're going to get a robust answer from the FAA, but we're continuing to keep the pressure on. This is an important one for us. That concludes my report, Mr. President.
You have a village attorney's report.
I have no report, Mr. President.
Any unfinished business to come before the board tonight?
There is none.
Any new business to come before the board tonight?
There is none.
Do we have a need for executive session?
There is none.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
You have a
Do
motion?
I have a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez? That's six.
Yes. Yes. Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.